Your son made it, Mama. It's a success. You know what a hasha is, friend? That's a pig that don't fly straight.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Statue News Weekly, Episode 2. This episode is being recorded on Thursday night, 4/21/22. And let's jump right into it. First piece of news we have from Sideshow. They put up an RSVP for their Batman and Catwoman diorama. This is just an RSVP. There are no details on this statue yet. I've heard from other sources that it is going to be a 1/5 scale statue. Obviously the diorama line usually is 1/5 scale stuff. So no info on this, like I said, but we did have some extra pictures here, and you can see there's Catwoman and Batman, and they're kind of in like a love pose here, I guess. Batman looks like he's being forced to pose up with Catwoman here, but it looks pretty good from what I'm seeing here. It's 1/5 scale, so if you're into that kind of a diorama thing, then this is for you. Keep an eye out for this one. Like I said, you could join the RSVP over on Sideshow.com. Also dropped on Sideshow, we had the Tweeterhead Joker quarter scale maquette. This is coming in at $1,255 with an ES of 500, looking like a release of Q2 of next year. A lot of controversy over this piece and the price. A lot of people were anticipating this drop. This is a lot of people's favorite Joker that they've seen so far. You got two portraits here, a sort of menacing full smile portrait, and then the sort of a little smirk that he's got there. Different waving hairs in each portrait. Looks pretty good. You also have two different accessory swap outs for the right hand. One is the Joker card, and the other is the shaving razor blade there. It's 1/4 scale, so it's a pretty big 1/4 scale with the throne there, that chair that he's sitting on. It's roughly 26 inches in height, 20 inches in width, and 19 inches in depth. So it's a good size piece for a quarter scale. Very detailed, a lot of little intricacies in the base, and behind the chair you can see Batman's cape and Batman's cowl above there. A lot of little hints to the comics, what I'm guessing with this camera here. I'm guessing that's from the Killing Joke. I'm not a big comic aficionado or like know much about comics, but I want to say that's from Killing Joke, so don't give me too much shit in the comments because I don't know what I'm talking about. But you can see some blades on the chair there. There's a picture of his cane with some detail there. That looks pretty good. Also a knife in the shoe there. That reminds me of Wild Wild West. I have no idea, again, what that is referring to, whether that's a comic nod or something. I have no idea. You can see money on the base, some chattering teeth, gas mask. So yeah, a lot of just different things that reference different stuff from the Joker and the comics. You can see some gasoline here. He's burning the money. This clear resin effect is pretty sick with the gasoline. I think it's well done. There's several different gas cans in there. And then here's a picture of the Joker next to the recently dropped quarter scale Harley piece that they did. I think these pieces will display amazingly together. I think you can't go wrong with these two. Also, they did recently, before that, drop a 1/6 scale version of the Joker, and this is their quarter scale version. Now, the Tweeterhead sent out an email addressing the quarter scale and the 1/6 version. They said the estimated ship date for the quarter scale Joker will be the second quarter, April through June of 23. I already said. The 1/6 scale Joker is still on track and will not be complicated by the quarter scale release. very important info for customers that have ordered the 1/6 scale Joker from Sideshow or Tweeterhead. For Tweeterhead customers, we do have a list of interested customers and we'll be reaching out to you, but please feel free to email joker@tweeterhead.com if you want to exchange your 1/6 scale for the quarter scale. Again, this is only for Tweeterhead customers, so if you purchased on Tweeterhead's website. For the Tweeterhead customers, because the 1/6 is no longer on sale and the 1/4 won't be on sale on tweeterhead.com, this is a Sideshow exclusive. You can only get this piece on Sideshow. Can you please let me know before the end of May if you'd like to upgrade? We will confirm in an email and also let you know the estimated shipping costs. For the Sideshow customers, please contact Sideshow customer service at support@sideshow.com. So that's, again, contact them if you'd like to switch from the 1/6 scale pre-order to the quarter scale. A few folks have asked about the Joker 1/6 scale edition size changing. I anticipate it will, but not by too many pieces. That's with people switching from one to the other. We can't say this enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We know this has been a very unique situation. We really wanted to offer this to you at quarter scale and wish we could have done it when we released the 1/6 version, but things didn't work out at that time, and we know that has caused some confusion and headache for everyone, us included. So thank you again for all your patience and understanding. Thank you, Chad Colbank, www.tweeterhead.com. So that was an email that they sent people if you're on their subscribe list for their emails from their website. I would recommend doing that. They update a lot. Tweeterhead's very good about updating in their pieces. Yeah, and like I said, people have been giving... I mean, a lot of people love this piece. A lot of people have been giving Tweeterhead shit and the piece shit because of the price point. Because they felt Tweeterhead wasn't really like announcing what was going on with it, what was going on with the price, this and that. I feel like Tweeterhead does a very good job of keeping their customers informed. I feel like they've never had an issue with that. They're one of the better companies, in my opinion, with that. And then as far as the price point, it is high. It's high for a quarter scale. You're looking at $12.55. That's easily a third scale Prime 1 piece. However, it is a big quarter scale piece. It looks finely detailed. A lot of people are saying because of the Tweeterhead details, normally being at 1/6, they're not as detailed as, say, maybe an XM or a Prime 1 piece. That remains to be seen. I don't think we can really judge that until we see the piece in hand or at least updated production photos. So, take a chance. If you like this, take a chance. I think it's gonna come out pretty damn good. Yeah, that's all that I would say. Is take a chance. It does have a low ES size of 500. So that's pretty low for quarter scales nowadays. Tweeterhead's normally good about having the low edition sizes, but I think it's gonna be a good piece. And if you like it, people are gonna shout out the money. If you don't like it, you're not gonna put down the money. It's price arguments are cost and worth. Like, is it cost or is it worth the cost? You know what I mean? It's sort of a gray area. Someone would pay a crazy amount of money for something that they love just simply because they love it and they have to have it. So to say, that the price is what it is what it is, basically, is what I'm saying. But that's enough of that. Next up, from on Sideshow's website, this is from PCS. This is the Purgatory 1/3 scale statue. This is coming in at $1,380 with an ES of to be announced, so no ES yet, with a release date of Q2 to Q3 of next year. This is a very, very good looking piece. Here's a little bit of the height information for you with the 3rd scale and with those open wings. You got a height of 33 inches, a width of 33 inches, and depth of 17. So that's quite a demanding space statue there. It is very cool, however. You can see you have swap out bangs, which is new for a swap out. Normally we'd see swap out portraits, but this one is just the bangs on her hair. Swap out, you could either have parted or a full bangs there. But that's pretty interesting to see. This piece just looks phenomenal. I like the pose. I like the sexiness of Purgatory herself. Very demon-like, very Hellboy-like. Actually, that's what drew me to it. I'm a Hellboy fan. I know nothing of this character, whether it's from a movie, show, reading, comics, whatever it is. I just think it's a very good-looking piece. You can see here some of the detail in the necklace around her collar there. Some of the curvature in the anatomy. Very nice. Some gloves that she has there and some boots. Leather looking really good. She's sitting on top of a gravestone. That looks very well detailed and painted and texturized. And then you have a skeleton underneath that she's holding, that she might have pulled up out of the grave there. I'm not sure, but it looks very cool, very demonic. Is very interesting statue. Then you have a little bit of that iron gate that's been rusted up behind her. So yeah, a lot of depth in the base as well. You see some more of that curvature from Purgatory. Not bad. And then next up from PCS, they also dropped the Undertaker Modern Phenom quarter scale statue. I'm not a huge wrestling guy, but I thought I'd throw this in there for people that were interested. I know there is a lot of wrestling fans out there. This is coming in at $705 with a Q2 to Q3 of next year release. No ES as of yet. Some of the height you can see there, 26 inches in height, 10 inches in width, and 10 inches in depth. So fairly easy to display this piece. A little bit high, but like tall. But it's fairly easy to display. You could do that in a D-tall for whatever. Yeah, so if you're an Undertaker fan, if you're a wrestling fan, that's something you can check out. There's some pictures of the portrait up close. I don't know how you feel about that. I know there has been some issues with some of the past releases on the painting in the eyes. We'll have to see when this one gets further production photos, but there's a picture of the base there with the Undertaker logo there. I like the uniform bases they have in this line with what looks like maybe the ring underneath them with the sub museum base and the logos. That looks really good in my opinion. Next up we have the PCS Bolo Yeong Evolution Autograph Edition Tribute Set. This is a 1/3 scale statue. I might get shit for this. I'm not a big Van Damme movie buff. I have not seen any Van Damme movies. I have no idea who this guy is. I know there are kung fu movies, and I think he was the antagonist against Van Damme in those movies, but I am not sure. This set here is the autograph edition tribute set. That's the 2-pack set. This is at $2,250. And it's an ES of 50 and with a Q2 to Q3 of next year release. And the only difference between this is you get the 2 statues with the different outfits, the different head sculpts, and you get the autographed edition that you can display there on the base. Then there is also a EX option, which is $1,375. You just get the 1 statue with the 1 portrait, the red shorts there. That's an edition size of 100, same release time. And then the collector's edition is the same statue, no edition size yet. And also the previous one, I forgot to mention, the previous one is autographed as well. So this 100 ES one will be autographed. The collector's edition, no autograph. Yeah, and then we had this little update prototype Henry Cavill likeness for the quarter scale black suit Superman that they just put up for pre-order. And this is a little in-depth photo of Cavill's likeness. It's not, to me, it's almost there. It's not 100% there. I would say maybe 85, 90. It's close. It's pretty damn close. It's just, to me, it looks slightly off. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more of some tweaking before the release, or in further production photos. But yeah, there's an update on that for you guys. Also, XM Studios is doing this lineup of 1/6 scales pieces where they're teasing what's coming next. They've been doing it for this past week. I believe Monday was Supergirl 1/6 scale. Tuesday was Kyle Rayner. Wednesday was Doomsday, and today was Swamp Thing. Tomorrow, from the silhouette there, will be Zatanna. These are all 1/6 scale, and I believe they are going up for pre-order tomorrow, which is Friday the 22nd. Which will be the day you're watching this, hopefully. But yeah, stay tuned for more info on PO and pricing and all for that. I will update all of that on the next weekly. Also, I forgot to mention this on the last show, but they had some final ES edition sizes announced for some of their pieces, XM Studio pieces. Yeah, the quarter scale Angelus is coming in at $4.99 edition size. Yeah, the Red Death quarter scale, which is a 190 edition size, and then you had the Green Lantern Kyle Rayner, which we just saw for they're doing in 1/6 as well. This is the quarter scale, came in at a 299 edition size. So some very low pieces there from XM. A lot of good looking pieces there. Also from XM, we had a tease of production photos from Aang on the XM group of the Death statue here. I had no idea this piece was being worked on or they were working on this line. I guess this is a 4 Horsemen line from XM. Quarter scale statues, I believe. And this is a bit of a teaser on the Death Horseman. But you can see here previously was Death's skull face here. Looks really cool, really menacing. And then here's his horse, his Death horse. Very, very, very cool. If this is anything like their samurai line, I think this is going to be a banger of a line. I think it's going to be highly detailed, highly sought after. I'm interested myself. It's pretty cool. And then here is a tease of the whole line. So the one that we saw is the one there on the right, which is Death. I'm very interested in War. Pestilence. I don't know how to pronounce that word. That one looks pretty cool. And then Famine. That looks interesting. Looks like she's riding on a tremor there. But yeah, that should be a dope line. I'm interested in War and Death, so we'll see what happens. But that's an interesting line to see. And then we had some production updates on the Swamp Thing, some paint updates, and this is looking like a very good piece, very detailed, very nice paint. You can see here in the moss and bark on his skin and all the different greenery and vegetation. Is that what that's called? But yeah, it looks really good. You can see some clear resin here on the base, which looks really good. That swamp water maybe. Very detailed, very cool piece. I know a lot of people are anticipating this one. So, and then this was a tease on the XM group of a new license that they had acquired. So if there's any guesses, leave that down in the comments. I have no idea what this is. So yeah, leave your guesses down in the comments. From Prime 1, we have they dropped the 1/10 Jurassic World line for the Velociraptors, which is Charlie, Delta, Echo from Blue's like sort of her Velociraptor pack. These are all 1/10 scale. These are $100 each, coming Q3 this year, so relatively soon. You have Charlie here. Very nice pieces, not very big. Like I said, 1/10 scale. They are a little long in width, but the height and the depth there very easy to display. Just the Velociraptors with a museum base. You get a little bit of a Jurassic Park or Jurassic World logo on the base there. Here's Delta, another one of the pack. And then we have Echo. These are very, very highly detailed, highly nice painted pieces for 1/10 scale. Here's a picture of that Jurassic World logo on the base. Here's all of the pieces together. And Blue is still available for pre-order as well. So if you wanted to get the whole pack, you could do that. Yeah, that's pretty cool pieces, man. You know, I think for anybody trying or wanting to have some Jurassic Park or Jurassic World representation in their collection, this is a great way to do it. Very easy to display, very good price point there. So yeah, you have all of those. And then also new from Prime One Studios, which was a banger of a drop to compete with that Tweeterhead quarter scale statue. We have the Joker DX bonus version, concept designed by Jorge Jimenez. This is a 1/3 scale statue coming in at $1,499 for the DX bonus version, $1,299 for the regular version. Also, you could save $100 on this statue if you ordered the Punchline. Just put in code Jimenez, capital Jimenez, 100 when you pre-order, and as long as you pre-ordered the Punchline, you'll get $100 off of this one. I don't know how they're checking that. Maybe it's like when you're signed into your account, they know whether or not you've pre-ordered that. I don't know how that works. I didn't really see it on the website. It just said put in that code, you'll get $100 off if you pre-ordered the Punchline. Also, if you pre-order this and then go and pre-order the Punchline, you can use the code for her and get $100 off of her. So that's pretty cool to see, because these two pieces are meant to display together. She sort of can slide up against the back of his throne piece and they display together. I have some pictures coming up in a bit, but that was pretty cool. So with the DX bonus version, you get a special art print signed by Jorge Jimenez. This is limited to 500 pieces. I think just the print is limited to that, and it's also signed by him. I don't know if I mentioned it, but yeah, I think it's just the print. You could still get the DX maybe after all the print versions have sold out. Again, I didn't see details on that on the site. Maybe I skimmed through and missed something, but I'm pretty sure it's just the print that's the 500 exclusive, not the whole DX bonus version. But I could be wrong on that. Also with the bonus, the DX bonus, you get this portrait here, which is him holding the Batman cowl over his face, which is my favorite part of the statue. I think that's badass, dude. There's a couple switch outs. I'm going to show you the picture that's my favorite that I would use, but also with the DX version, you get swap out legs. So you could either have his legs open, which is like very normal for a throne statue. You have to show off that crotch, I guess. Or you could have the cross legs, which is what I prefer. I think that's very, very Joker style there, to have that cross leg. I think it looks really good. And then with the DX, you get two swap out right hands where he's either holding a Joker mask or he's holding his cane. And then in the regular, you get batarangs that are like Joker batarangs with his smile on there. You also get the portrait where he's sort of looks like he's rubbing his eye there, or I don't know, something like that. And you get some extra teases and things from the comics in the base there. Here's a closer look at all of the swap outs that you get that I just mentioned. Now here is the ideal display piece for me. I think this piece right here, displayed like this, is the best Joker statue I've ever seen. I think this is phenomenal. I'm not a comic guy. I don't love 1/3, but if it was 1/4, I might try to, slide this into the statue want list somewhere, because this is badass to me. I think it speaks to the character perfectly. Very nice vibe you get from Joker there. I think it's badass, dude. Here's another way you could pose it up with the Joker mask and the other portrait. And then there's the cane there, which is nice as well. I might use the cane when I have the cowl too. That would be good. Either the cane or the batarangs. I don't really care for the mask so much. But there is all of that. Some further in-depth pictures of the piece, the hair, there's the mask, the cane, the swap out legs, the little Batman doll in the base, some film canisters there, one of those batarangs I was talking about, some movie tickets. And then here is the punchline that I was referring to earlier that is meant to display with this piece. You could have her behind him there, and here's a little picture from the side. As you can see, they slide in pretty well together. Very flush. Excuse me. And And here's a side-by-side picture of both the statues there. Now, Queen Studios dropped this Captain America last week. When I had recorded last week, the price and the pre-order info and all that dropped the day after I recorded, so I'm just updating you guys with price and everything. It's $590, amazing price. An ES of $600 with a release date of Q2 of next year. Very sick piece, very nice price. If you're looking for a movie cap, I think this is the one to get. I don't really think you can go wrong with this price point here. Oh, and then there was some controversy about the shield that he's holding because it's the Winter Soldier version of Cap. A lot of people are saying he should have the blue shield. In the movie posters for this movie, at least a lot of them, he did have the regular shield, as you can see here with that pose. I think that's what the statue was based on. So it is accurate. You can see here I found another picture of him using that same shield. However, it would have been nice to see a swap out blue shield. I wish that would have been an option, but I don't need it, and that would have made the price slightly higher, which I love the price point, so I don't really care. Also, same thing, it would have been nice to have the portrait. Again, would have made the price point higher. This thing is $590. I don't give a fuck. That's a great price. I like the statue. I'll take it. You know? But yeah, just several different pictures of him using the actual red shield there. And then an update from Infinity Studios. The Legolas half scale and the Sauron bust sold out. Now this is sold out from Infinity themselves, so I think the piece is still available on Sideshow. Both the pieces. This is just them updating that they've sold out of everything they've made to other distributors and things. So if you're interested in those, it's looking like those are starting to dwindle down there. So, you know, think about those. But also from Infinity Studios, we had the tease last week. They had the drop and pre-order for the Dragon Ball Z Goku and Gohan versus Cell. This is a 1/6 scale statue, coming in at $1,249.99 with a release date of Q1 of next year, and this has an ES of $399. Now, I didn't see anywhere where you could buy one or the other by themselves. If you buy this, you're buying the set, so you're getting Cell and Goku and Gohan. Even though they can be displayed separately, they're meant to display against each other. And I didn't see anywhere where you could just buy one or the other with a price point for one or the other. Then you can see some in-depth photos here. Anime pieces are amazing, man. They killed the clear resin to me. It's very dynamic, very detailed. The statues, very expressive. They're just really cool, man. They do command some space just because of the dynamicness of it. But they are very well done. And then something exciting for me, Weta dropped another piece in their Labyrinth line, the 1/6 scale line. This is the Jareth and Sarah in the illusionary maze, with the little baby there. I forget the baby's name, but this is coming in at $1,199. High price there for a 1/6 piece with an ES of $500 and a release date of Q1 of next year. This is a very, very cool piece. It is a good size piece for 1/6 scale because you have the illusionary maze there, sort of a diorama type piece. And this is from the scene in the movie when she's like walking through the maze, and it's that art piece where there's all the different stairs going in every which way, and she's walking through trying to find the baby, and sort of Jareth is kind of confusing her there. And the cool thing about it is you can actually display the baby upright or hanging upside down because of the nature of the maze. So that's a pretty cool touch. Now, going into in-depth detail, from what we're seeing here, it is a little, I don't know, you know, it is a little lacking, but you could see Sarah there. You can see an image of Jareth. Jareth actually looks pretty good to me. I think that they did pretty good on the Bowie likeness there. The baby is scary as hell. I'm not gonna lie, that baby scares the shit out of me, but hopefully it looks a little better in hand or in further production photos. But I'm interested in this line. I'm hella interested. This is the second piece in the line. Like I said, the first piece was this Sir Didymus and Ambrosius here. I love this movie. This line is very tempting. The only thing that's like swaying me off is the high price point, and I am not very familiar with a lot of Weta's production pieces, and I don't know if the detail is always there in the end. I don't know if these pieces will sell out. I might risk waiting to see production photos or reviews up to pull the trigger, but it is cool to see someone working on the Labyrinth film. It is cool to see the line. There was other teases. We're still waiting for them to drop that little caterpillar worm girl from the sort of the beginning of the movie when she gets into the labyrinth. We're still waiting on that one. That might be the third piece in the line, but still a cool line nonetheless. But anyways, guys, that was it for the news this week. Thank you guys for tuning in. That was the second episode. And also this week, so we talked about Prime 1 Saturday, 4/23. Prime 1's having a live showcase. It's their 4th live showcase. And I'm doing a stream on the channel. It'll be at 5:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So the stream starts at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're starting it at 5:50, 10 minutes before, so we could kind of get settled in. Talk about what we hope to see in the show, and then kind of we're gonna watch as the show goes and give our thoughts on what we're seeing, and should be a fun time. I'm gonna have Chasen, Payne, Warren, Mark, and John from CW. There may be some other people, still unsure, but hopefully some other people can join us. But yeah, should be a fun time. Please tune in to the channel on Saturday to check that out if you can, whether it be live or afterwards. I appreciate all the support from everybody. It's been awesome. And then also check out the Facebook page if you haven't already. Community Made, community capital MADE. You can also leave a comment down below. Let me know your Facebook name. I'll invite you to the page. I post all the news that I can in there, and also we have some people posting collection updates and new pieces and things like that. And I just wanted to make a page where people could, post whatever they wanted about whatever collectible they wanted to. It doesn't necessarily have to be statues, even though the channel is mostly based on statues. It could be whatever you want. So it's a community made page. So that's the whole thing behind it. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please hit the like, subscribe, all that good stuff, bell notifications, whatever the fuck. And also check me out tomorrow night, or when you guys are watching this tonight, actually. I'll be on Payne's channel, Payne Collectibles, for the Payne and Chasen show. This is the second episode live stream. And of course, it's all the same guys. We got Payne, Chasen, Warren, Mark B, and me. And we have a special guest, art statue collector. I've been checking out some of his reviews. He's a pretty cool dude. I'm excited to talk to him. If you guys have any questions and you're watching this Friday morning, we haven't done the live stream yet, leave some questions in the comments. We'll try to ask Art on the live stream. But anyways, thanks. Like I said, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll catch you next Friday with the news.
Your son made it, Mama. It's a success. Do you know what a hasha is, friend? That's a pig.